The victory of the referendum, it raises three key questions. The first key question is, what does this mean for Turkey geopolitically? I think there it means relatively little. Turkey's key geopolitical challenges are that Syria and Iraq are falling apart around it. The Kurdish question becomes even more serious because of what's happening in Syria and Iraq. You have Iran trying to assert influence in the region. You have Saudi Arabia trying to remake the region in its own image. You have the problem of ISIS and radical Sunni Islam throughout the region. So Erdogan's going to be a stronger president, but all the geopolitical challenges that were going to be there are still going to be there. The second thing to think about is, what does this mean in terms of the political domestic situation in Turkey? I think there, this yes referendum is obviously a victory for the AKP. It could go one of two ways. The opposition could coalesce around some kind of sustained message, because obviously their message didn't get out to the people this time, or they could completely fragment and fall apart. And this leads us, of course, to the third question, which is, what does this mean for the average Turk, and what does this mean for the Turkish economy? And for me, this is the largest question. The Turkish economy is not doing particularly well, as many economies in the world are not doing particularly well. The most important thing out of this is Erdogan, with these new powers, going to be able to produce an economic environment that helps the average day Turks? If the Turkish people are not seeing economic prosperity, they'll make a change in the government. All governments ultimately are answerable to their people. I would say that the global media has had a very strange and warped perspective, in my view, about this referendum in Turkey. I've seen so many articles comparing Erdogan to Hitler, which is so ridiculous that I don't even really want to deal with it. I've also seen so many articles with the headline, "The End of Democracy in Turkey," or that this means that Turkey is no longer a democracy. And it certainly will make Erdogan a more powerful president, and will make whoever occupies that office more powerful. It doesn't mean that democracy is going away.